Welcome to the Kerry Way. The Kerry Way is about 200 kilometres long. It's around the Iveragh Peninsula, southwest coast of Ireland. We walk in this video from about Glen Bay through to Caherdaniel, covering days 4, 5 and 6 or 8 days on this trail. Do check out the first video if you haven't watched it yet. It should be down there somewhere. Or just search Tough Souls Kerry Way Part 1. Enjoy the video.
So we made it to Glen Bay and it was a nice town. We sat and ate some chicken fillet rolls, and it was only about, I don't know, like 3 o'clock, maybe even 2 o'clock when we got there. So it felt really early and we hadn't anywhere planned to stop there. We just kind of arrived. So we decided to keep going. So we set off at, I don't know, 3:30 or whatever, and started climbing up out of the town. And it was really beautiful. The views back over the bay and stuff, over the beach. It was really amazing. But then we started entering the clouds, or the clouds started coming down to meet us. And we just spent a long time walking through the clouds in very, very damp cloud, trying to find somewhere to sleep. So eventually we pitched up and had a rough night in the clouds. Woke up with everything damp, as you do. But at least we got moving. I think we were walking before 7, weren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were walking before 7, which I think is our earliest in ages. So now it's only like 9 o'clock or so, and we're at the kind of turn off for Caherdaniel, which is where we're going to head now, and have a really early day, hopefully, and lots of coffee, and a hostel. That's the plan.
Well, I'm stuck here. I made it. Saved. Well, this is nice. So something that this trail does really well, that some others maybe don't, there's a lot of variance in terms of the terrain that you're walking on. And it really helps a lot. It doesn't, if your trail is 80% road, then you better hope that all of the off-road sections are equally spaced within all of that. You know, like you don't want to, it sucks to walk for hours and hours on the same surface with no change. So even if it's just like after a couple of hours of walking in fields you're delighted to see a road, or if you're, you know, walking in forestry, it's nice to have a change. Like that is, maybe it's a little unintuitive to me, but it makes a huge difference in the quality of trail, and it makes it really, I think all of the trails that we think are the best trails have a lot of variance like that. They change a lot of their foot, and I think that, yeah, it's really important. Yeah, so this has been good so far.
So we're in Caherdaniel. We actually got here at lunchtime, but we were so exhausted from our bad night's sleep and our really, really early start this morning that we went and had a coffee and then went to the hostel, checked in and had a nap. But it's a really nice town. We have woken up and wandered around this evening, and it's really beautiful. This behind me here was built as like a police station back in the...
Yeah, silly.
I want to say 1879?
I honestly don't know.
I feel like you're just rubbing off on me and I'm just picking random dates out of my head, assuming.
Yeah. The trick is to be really confident about them until you're proven wrong.
Okay, so the building behind me was constructed in response to a local revolt, and it was here to squish those Irish back into command. And the legend goes that the designs for the building that was supposed to be here got mixed up with a building that was actually like a police station that was supposed to be made in India. So that this one here is actually the Indian designs, and that there is a very Irish looking police station now over in India somewhere. We haven't found much evidence on this legend, but it's a pretty good one, and it is a pretty remarkable looking building, so you never know, it could be true. Tomorrow we are heading on towards Waterville, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hopefully there'll be less rain.
Nope.
I don't think so, but maybe.
Look at all these fish. Look over here. Look at the... Mm-hmm.
See multiple. Oh my god.
Yeah, the actual size of them is just unbelievable. So, we've just reached the split again, down towards Waterville, and unfortunately today goes over a lot of mountains, which would be really nice if the weather was good, but basically we're just going to walk into a cloud and stay in that cloud all day and see nothing. So it's a bit sad. You can see the cloud line behind me, and that's literally, we're standing inside of the cloud line at this particular moment, and we're gonna go up and stay up the whole day. So that's a bit of a pity. I mean, the weather is always a part of the trail. It's just a shame that on the day when we were meant to get some of the better views, we are gonna get
wet.
Yeah. But yeah, well, such is life. The worst part about it is it doesn't feel like you're getting wet. And then you look down and all of your stuff is just soaked from sitting out in the rain. I don't know, I'm not complaining. It's a good day for walking. At least it's not super hot, we're not going to get sunburned. But yeah, there's some nice views that we're going to miss on this one. What a fantastic view we're getting of all the mountains here.
Okay, so we've done the first ridge section of 2 today, and it is after 5 o'clock in the evening.
It took us 7 hours to do that one ridge section, which is on the map 4 kilometers.
It did not take us 7 hours.
10, 11.
Yeah, well that's coming
11,
out
12.
of Caherdaniel.
Okay. When we got to the ridge section.
It was 12 when we got to the ridge section, so it took us 4 hours.
Only 4 hours.
It took us 4 hours to go like 5 kilometers or something. Like, it was amazing. When we first, let's go the way back. So, left Caherdaniel this morning, and this whole trail so far, we've actually been really good at leaving on time and leaving early. However, this morning we woke up in our hostel to lots of rain outside. So we kind of got up really slowly, and then we ate breakfast really slowly, and we didn't really leave the town until like 10:30, 11:15. Which, like, we knew there was a big day ahead of us, but kind of looking at the maps roughly, we didn't think it was going to be that far.
And we have done big days already on this trail.
Yeah.
And managed to finish by like 4 or 5 o'clock.
Yeah, so we thought it was going to be fine. And then we go over our first few mountains and we're like, oh, this is great. And then we get down to a road section and realise we've only done 2 of the small hill peaks of the day. And that
2 of like 8 or something. We thought we were like halfway done.
Yeah.
And we were actually maybe a little bit under a quarter, and it was just like, oh crap.
Yeah, so it's just a lot of bog. Like, it's beautiful walking, it's really great.
The views are great when they happen.
When we first got up there, it was just like clouds everywhere, but it thankfully blew off throughout the afternoon. My feet are completely waterlogged. I haven't talked about my changing of shoes yet. I'll do that later, when I can bring out my socks in front of you, I guess. So yeah, it's just like really wet at the moment. So you're going as fast as you feel like you can go across it, but you're still not moving. So yeah, it's 5:25. We have about 12 kilometers left across another ridge line.
Which is probably going to be the same exact thing as just now, like the same terrain, the same slowness, the same up and down nature.
Yeah, but we've just booked into some more budget accommodation in Waterville.
Yeah, we had initially intended to camp tonight, but there has been nowhere at all that we could have done up there. And if the next section is anything like it, which it will be, there just won't be anywhere. So, and because of the time, we needed to kind of make the choice. Like, we have virtually no money at the moment, but
yeah, like, it's been a really enjoyable trail, but because it's such a touristy area,
everything's quite expensive.
But then I also guess we just wouldn't have the options on other trails. So at least there are the options here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny, a lot of the time we don't spend that much money on the trails because there simply isn't the option to do so. Like, some trails you just walk the whole thing without passing a shop even. But in this one there's stuff everywhere. Which is, I'm not complaining, that's great.
Yeah, and it's like, there's no point in us going and doing these things if we also don't like enjoy the experience. So we have to save money and we have to be frugal. But I also want to like enjoy the journey.
Yeah.
Like, it's a balancing act.
Anyway, my arm is getting tired and my knee is sore.
Yeah.
And we're walking through houses now, so.
Good enough. eventually made it into Waterville last night, quite late, and just kind of collapsed, ate some chocolate, went to sleep. So now we are currently heading towards Caherdaniel, but our actual endpoint for today is Sneem. Yesterday we were walking at about 3k an hour, so it took us 10 hours to get through yesterday. So we'll see how today goes. It's been really, really beautiful so far, just walking out of Waterville. We had the really really moment where a huge front of rain was coming in across the sea, and we got to see it sweep in and hit somewhere else on the coast, not us. We got to watch the rain pass us by and be relatively dry, which was a really nice experience for once. But yeah, it's just been some really small roads and some grassy tracks like this one. It's been great so far. So onwards and upwards. Oh yeah, the Skellig is over my shoulder. You're not going to be able to see it because it's really far away and it's kind of hazy, but it's our first view of the Skelligs.
Behind me, you can't really see it very well from here, is the Caherdaniel stone fort. There's actually about a dozen stone forts on this part of Kerry, and they're really spectacular looking. Now, we didn't actually bring the drone for this trail because it was a long trail and the weather is totally unpredictable, so it was almost definitely just going to be dead weight. But if we had brought the drone, we would have an amazing shot right now because from the top down they have these really interesting designs, kind of concentric circles, that I don't really know were they ever actually used defensively, but they're pretty interesting anyway. They're quite old too. Maybe we'll pass another one where we have a better view from the top, but Caherdaniel, the town, is just over there, and we're absolutely going to get 4 coffees, and we're tired, so yeah. It has been fantastic walking. I think we're going to have to work hard not to colour. It's been really good walking. I think we're going to have to work a little bit to make sure that we remember how good the walking was, or how good the trail was, versus our actual experience of it, which right now is mostly just sweating and being tired. It's just the way it is. Sometimes it's hard to walk. There you go. Radical honesty. Let's just go, I really need that coffee.
So it is a little after 3 p.m. We have just left Caherdaniel, where many people would actually end today, but we felt like it was quite a short stage, and the distance from there to Sneem is only another 18 kilometres or thereabouts, so we decided to combine the two, partially because we are running out of money, and one less day is one less money to be spent, so we've just stopped. There's a split here, so there was an inland route that you could have taken, around kind of instead of going through Waterville and Caherdaniel just there's a couple other options. We stuck to the coastal route, which was absolutely beautiful, and I think distance wise slightly shorter, so it was a win-win really for us. So yeah, it'll probably end up being around 30 or like a little over 30 kilometres today, so it's another big day. But so far it's all been on, I think it's called the Buttermilk Road. No, the Butter Road. Locally it's known as the Butter, or it was the Butter Road, which has actually been really easy walking compared to yesterday. And we've gone through some beautiful forestry and everything. It's been fantastic. So it's not as hard going. So hopefully it won't take us quite as long to get to Sneem. So yeah, hopefully that means we will go to Sneem today, Kenmare the day after, and then back up towards Killarney, and that's it. That will be 8 days, I think. Today is day 6, day 7, day 8. Yes, 8 days on this trail. I understand why people come to Ireland and they come to Kerry, and like if Kerry is all you experience, I can understand how you think the country is full of magic and leprechauns. I now wonder if Kerry has I now wonder if we're just like there are secretly elves roaming the country that I just didn't know about until now. It's been incredibly beautiful, is what I'm trying to say. Very picturesque, and not in a bad way. The trail itself doesn't feel like it's been like overly commercialized. Of course, it being a touristy area means it's been really expensive to like be here, but like the trail is still kind of like through the countryside, and it's not, I don't know, it's not overflowing with tourists. It's like there's walkers out here, and it's people enjoying the landscape and enjoying nature, and it's just really well put together and well maintained, so it makes it extra beautiful. I think that's what I was trying to say, really.
Good. So how far from here to Sneem?
From here to Sneem?
Yeah.
I'm going to guess 15 kilometres.
Left to go today?
Yeah, left today. 15, I think. And it's only 3:10. That's okay. 15 divided by 4. 4 hours. Yeah. Feels right. Okay. Let's go.
Wait, do you mean like walk?
No, we're gonna fly.
Nice.
How could you forget?
Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. We certainly enjoyed the trail. I want to say a big thank you to our patrons, especially to Delia Lang, to Shawnee Ryan, and to Maureen Leahy. We couldn't have done it without you. Like, we literally couldn't have done it without you. So, yeah, check out part 3 next week, or in the description if it's, if enough time has passed. Yeah, and keep, subscribe for more trails. This one was our 43rd trail. No, that's not right at all.
There aren't 43 trails.
I wish it was our 43rd trail. That means we'd be done. It was our 35th trail. I'll just leave it. We don't need this bit.
Okay.
If someone's made it to the end, they will have subscribed, right? It's a long video. You should subscribe if you enjoyed it. If you were already putting in this much time, you should continue to watch more of our videos by hitting the red subscribe button below this video, and then a little bell next to it, so you get an email every time one of our videos comes out. And then you should also subscribe to us on Instagram and on Facebook and on Twitter, although we don't really use Twitter very much. And then you should support us on Patreon. Thanks.
ABC, easy as 1, 2, 3. So I'm telling you, do re mi.